everybody. Guess what? This is Thursday morning. And what happens on Thursday morning? It's Thursday Thoughts with Merle and Patti. And who do you see on your screen before you? The fabulous Patti Negri. Find her at pattinegri.com. And I am Merle M. Singer, the fabulous relationship miracle worker.com.
And if you don't have to type the fabulous part, she just is fabulous. Hi, everybody. Thank you for coming again. Yes, Merle and I have been walking the streets of Hollywood for years, solving all the problems of the world, talking about how great we are at relationships. So how long now? Maybe 2 years ago, we decided to share it with the world. Meeting you guys.
You want to explain that walking the streets of Hollywood?
Hollywood. In circles, mind you, in circles.
In circles.
So what are we talking about today, Merle?
Today, we're going to talk about the person that says, I'm bored with my relationship. What advice can we give someone who says, I'm bored with my relationship? What do you think, Patti?
Well, I think that bored with the relationship means you maybe need to do something to spice it up. And that could be just in general because things happen, or extra highlighted because we're all in quarantine and there's nowhere to go. You can't go out dancing and things that you used to do. But I think that doesn't mean you give up trying to do things. Like one of the best things Carrie and I do, and we actually did give it up for a while because there was nowhere to go, is date night. You know, once a week we would kind of dress up and for each other like before we were married, and go to dinner or go to a movie or just do something that just date night. So it's not just slowed up. But then COVID happened and then there was nowhere to go and we kind of forgot about it. So, but you could do it at home. Even if it's the difference of your everyday table, throwing a tablecloth on your table and lighting some candles and dimming the lights and doing dinner differently. You know, if you are bored, like you always say, it takes one person to change that, but you've got some greater things to say. So I want you to go next. You've got some better sentences in how you worded them. So I'm avoiding those.
I said that if you're bored, the chances are you're boring. Now that, like, oh, what do you mean? Well, what I mean is that I'm reading this book, The Happiness, what did I say it was? The Happiness, oh my God, whatever, by Sean Aker. I don't remember what kind of happiness it was, but look it up, Sean Aker. And he said there are some people, there are internal people and external people. Some people think that if there's a problem, then that problem is from outside of me. So I can't do anything about it. But the other people are people that say, if there's a problem, it's something about me that I have to look at this a different way. And so I can do something about it. Guess who are the happier people? And guess what? Happier people are more successful. And guess what? Happier people are not boring because they say, okay, I'm bored. We haven't gone out for a while. And what do you think, sweetheart? Let's have a date night tonight. Or let's have a date night at home, honey. Yeah. That'll get his interest.
Remember the romance, remember the courting, go way back, whether it's 6 months or 60 years, go way back to that excitement at your partner. You've got to feel it because everything, energy, I'm an energy witch. It's cause and effect, action and reaction. If you're turning in, I'm so bored, I'm sitting on the sofa not doing anything but eating bonbons, and you think you're bored. What do you think your poor partner is? Even if it's just your roommate or your family members,
or it's yourself.
Or it's yourself. And again, that's because we always talk about victim. That's victim mentality versus taking charge. Victor mentality. It's like, I'm bored. for it. Outside circumstances did it or whatever did it. Can't do anything. As soon as you're a victim, you can't do anything about it. As soon as you take responsibility, I just might have something to do with this being bored. Take responsibility, then you can change it.
Yes, but there's the other side of that. If you can change it, it means you have to do something. It's much easier to be a victim and say, oh, poor me, I can't do anything about it. It's out of my control. But I can complain a lot, and I can complain to a lot of different people, and I can keep doing it and still stay on my sofa. That's so comfortable. It's really, it takes effort. So you have to get up off the sofa to do whatever you're going to do.
Right.
Because knowing what to do is half of the battle, but it's only half of the battle. The other half is doing something. I'm not interested. I am not interested in what you know. I have to learn, not to point. You're not interested in what you know. It's what you do about what you know. So if you're bored, and if you're bored with your relationship, the other thing I said that I thought was good. If you're bored with your relationship, turn toward your relationship. Don't say I'm bored with my relationship. I'm just going to throw it in the trash and go look for something else.
Get further and further away, further and further, either internal or external looking else. So beautiful advice. Turn to your, ask what they would like to do. Even if it's puzzles or board games. Like I said, Carrie and I, we're not game people, but when COVID first hit and I was really not used to being home and even spending evenings with him, we played, Trivial Pursuit, a vintage game from 1983, which is hysterical because topical subjects from like 30 something years ago were pretty funny. And we really had fun, but see, we've kind of fallen into road. Actually, I've just gotten more busy that we haven't done that lately either. So maybe this week I'll pull out that really silly game again because we had so much fun and at least it got us off the couch.
Yes. And of course, I have a husband of more years. So we used to go walking, taking an urban walk, window shopping, so to speak. And we pick a different street. And now Nathan's not able to walk as far. So he's less willing to do that. So we have to find other things. And some of it is just listening, letting him tell stories and listening to him reminisce and enjoying that he's feeling some pleasure from it.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's interesting. Sometimes what you do to keep yourself not bored is to make someone else feel good.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing how that works? Like helping somebody else in any way, even if it's just your partner and come up with memories, go through an old photo album, do stuff that really attacks little sweet chords back to each other. At least my going through life is never time. Well, all of a sudden, except for me, there's more time on people's hands now. So take advantage of it. Don't just say, oh my God, I went through however months or years of quarantine and didn't take that time to be with my partner or spouse. It just takes takes awareness and then a little conscious effort, but it's so worth it once you start doing it.
Yes, absolutely. So here's the thing. If you're bored with your relationship, do something. In other words, don't whine, don't complain, and don't blame. That's good.
That's good. Don't whine, don't complain, don't blame. We can do a rap song or something.
So just figure it out for yourself. Ask him, are there things you want to do? If not, create something. So but sometimes if we're really bored, we'll go food shopping. Let's try the new Ralph's.
Ooh, what has our world come to? No, I know, but that is fun. It is. Do something different. Do something shift, because everything again gets by rote, automatic pilot, asleep at the wheel, phoned in, all those words I over and over again. That's going to add to your feeling of boredom because you're not even thinking. So yeah, try a new grocery store.
So you're
Crazy.
saying shift the focus, shift
Yeah.
where you're looking. That's excellent advice.
Yeah. Because I mean, even if you look at your eyes, if you're looking straight ahead all the time, which is not a bad way to look, but you just move your head 1 inch, it's a
That's
whole different view.
It's
Think
a
about
mess.
that. It's a whole different view. And then 1 inch over here, and you've got like this whole other world. So think about that in your thought process too. What time is it, by the way?
It's time. Guess what? It's almost 11:11. It is
It is
11:11.
11:11.
Let's go. Come on.
Okay. 11:11, angel numbers, magic numbers, make a wish numbers. It's called many, many things, but for us, it's our little meditation movement with Merle and Patti. So since I think we're going on this being bored in relationship, or maybe bored in your life, however you want to take it for this, why don't we think about something that's, whether we're bored or using the statement bored or not, something that's not as fun or challenging or exciting as it could be. So let's look at that today. So everybody close your eyes maybe for a second, uncross, not if you're driving. Take a deep breath and
Definitely
hold
not
it.
if you're driving.
Exhale, not if you're driving. Another deep breath in. Relax. This is so good to do anyway. Feel your body, feel your cells. Exhale. And third time is the charm. Deep breath in. Okay, now I want you to think of something in your life just for a moment that maybe is not as exciting as it used to be. It could be your relationship or any relationship. It could be your home life. It could be your job, you're working. It could be even places you go, your social things like your church or your choir or this or that, just because it's gotten so by rote. So think of that just for a second and how you feel. And then have all the spotlight go right on you. And however many people are there, if it's one other person, if it's just your cat or your dog, or it's your whole church choir, have the spotlight on you that, okay, now you are the person to take away the boredom. Somebody just stuck a big pin on you going, this is the king or queen of exciting times ahead. So now you've just been pinned with that. So I want you right now in your head to think of all the things in that exact situation that you could bring in to both end your boredness or asleepness, and then therefore exactly affect everyone around you. What could you do? Break into song, break into dance, shift something, play a game like we talked about, move the furniture, sit on the opposite side of the room. Just for a second, think about something you can do. Everyone's looking at you. Your deal. Now, as that comes to fruition, I want you to now see the face or faces around you smiling and having fun. Look in the mirror, look at your face, smiling and having fun. It is you that ended that state of boredom. So stay there just for a second or two and enjoy and how much fun you're having, whether it's in your living room, actually still watching TV with your partner, or out and about, or your workplace. How you were the one to bring that spark of magic to it. See how easy it was? See how great the results were? Hold that with you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, and slowly, slowly come back to wherever you were when this started, and see how you could put that into your life starting today. Wake up. Ah. See how easy that was? Oh, I feel better already.
I did the hula.
Oh, wow. That'll be the new thing at Merle's house. We're all going for hula lessons. Anyway, you guys, you are powerful beings. We are all powerful beings. Don't give away our power to situations, to fate, to other people, to self-limiting belief systems.
Right.
Grab it back.
And I want to thank Sheena. It is the happiness advantage, the 7 principles that fuel success performance at work.
Awesome. Thank you, Sheena.
So it's at work, but it still works in relationships. That's the part that I find so interesting. Same stuff.
Just like your love advice. It works everywhere.
Yeah.
Except for the seduction part. Doesn't do that at work. All right. Well, you guys don't go anywhere, because in 40 minutes at noon Pacific, 3 Eastern, wherever in the middle, Merle's going to be back solo with Merle's Pearls, right? What are you talking about for Merle's Pearls, Merle?
You know what? I'm going to talk about somebody that says very close to what we've talked about. Oh, yes. I feel like my relationship is one-sided.
Oh, that's going to be a good one. So stay tuned or come back. Go have a little lunch. And there goes my phone.
I'm going to have a little lunch.
You're going to have a little lunch. I'm going to get my hair done.
And we're going to talk about our book.
Yay. And we just found out that they're not backwards, because we see the backwards view. We're slow on tech. But you guys see this straight. Both books are great. Both books have really easy to follow action advice that will really help you in all areas of your life. You can get both books on Amazon. Look for Merle M. Singer, Patti Negri. These are the titles. Follow us, like us on social media. I'm Patti Negri everywhere. Patti.Negri on Instagram, pattinegri.com. And you?
Next week, I am Merle M. Singer, relationshipmiracleworker.com. You can go on there, see some of our old videos. You can get a link to the book and other fabulous things. Sign up, like us, hug us, and have a great week. Yes, yes.
I'm so tired of hugging myself.
Oh my gosh. Okay, see you next week, everybody.
Thank you.